In the dull, monochrome cubicle of a large office complex, a young man named Alex tapped away at his keyboard, his eyes glazed over from the endless stream of data entries. The air had the scent of stale coffee and the distant hum of photocopiers. His desk was cluttered with sticky notes, empty energy drink cans, and a solitary houseplant that had seen better days. Alex's world was as predictable as the ticking clock on the wall, the only excitement coming from the glow of his computer screen during his stolen breaks. In the digital realm of the game, Echo Nightmare, Alex was a warrior, a master of shadows navigating through treacherous dungeons and battling grotesque creatures. The stark contrast between his real life and his virtual escapades was his sanctuary, a place where he could shed the weight of his mundane existence and become something more. The game was his sanctum, a place where he could be heroic, powerful, and significant. On this particular afternoon, as Alex's fingers danced over the keys, the air around him grew eerily still. The clacking of keyboards and murmur of colleagues faded into a muffled drone. He blinked hard, rubbing his eyes, thinking it was just another bout of his usual work-induced fatigue. But when he opened them again, the familiar gray walls of his office had transformed into a jagged crimson cavern, the fluorescent lights flickering like malicious eyes in the shadows. The houseplant on his desk, once a sad symbol of neglect, now pulsed with an unnatural vitality. Its leaves grew dark and leathery, reaching out like the tendrils of an octopus ready to drag him into a watery grave. The sticky notes fluttered off the desk like a flock of startled birds, their edges sharp and menacing. The energy drink cans rattled ominously, their contents bubbling and frothing over like a witch's brew. The realization dawned on Alex, cold and stark, that something was very wrong. The game was bleeding into reality, and he was no longer just a player. He was a participant in a horror show with no escape button.